Hey, fellow aviation enthusiast. Welcome to Nocturnal Simulations. I'm Michael, and today we'll be departing from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, and setting our sights on the picturesque Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Words are hard. For those unfamiliar, Jackson Hole is not just a gateway to national parks like the Grand Teton and Yellowstone, but it's also renowned for its breathtaking approach nestled amid the towering Teton Mountain Range. A treat for any virtual pilot. I expect we'll have a spectacular approach, as always. Tonight, we're taking to the skies on the Fenix A320, hands down my go-to airliner for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. And with the recent updates, they've only amplified its realism and functionality. And with blisters of more thrilling adventures and features on the horizon, my anticipation is through the roof. If you're passionate about supporting the channel and the content we produce for you and fellow aviation fans, Super Chats are now open. Additionally, if you'd like to offer a token of appreciation, do check out the Buy Me Coffee link below, along with our affiliate links. Now, without further ado, let's jump back into the cockpit and take to the skies. Okay, I'm back. Hit the right button. Okay, so far I have started the alignment of the ADIRs and turned the batteries on, got external power, that's about it. So, going through the pre-flight inspection. What was that?
No, I was just gonna say I just haven't got my flight plan done, so I'm on my way.
Oh, no problem. Alright, so park brake is on, turned on, weather radar is off, spoilers, predictive wind shear is off, spoilers are disarmed and retracted, flaps are retracted, engine mode selector is normal, engine master's off, boost levers are idle. Transponder mode is in standby. Anti-skid is on. Landing gear lever is down. And wipers are off. Cockpit prep, battery 1 and 2 on. Already did that. External power's on. And let's do the APU and engine fire test. Engine 1. APU and engine 2. Okay. Cruise supply for oxygen is on. ADIRS 123 is turned on to nav already. Cockpit lights as requires daytime, so no need to do much. Nav light is on. Alright, no smoking signs. Let's leave the seatbelts on. We still haven't loaded fuel yet, so we don't have that on yet. Emergency exit lights armed. AFB setup. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the information for our flight. We are doing Denver to Jackson Hole. We'll ignore the time delay there. And go ahead and start getting this thing loaded. Load aircraft, and we'll do fast, 8 minutes. Looks like we're gonna have 153 planned. Looks like we already had some boarded. We had to kick them off real quick. Okay. Next, let's check our FMGC. Engine is a CFM 56, and our nav data is up to date. We are getting close to needing to update this. So it'll be about Wednesday again. We'll probably get a new ARAC.
Oh, okay, I'll be on the lookout.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and request our flight plan. We went through SimBrief to get our flight plan. We're going to be Delta 929. Cost index for today is 5. Our cruise level is 360. Pull our winds in, request the wind. And winds are in. Okay. Clear out some of these messages from the scratch pad. Okay. And let's go to the flight plan. KDEN, departure. Taking off of runway 8 today. We're not on VATSIM right now. Is that Dearth 1? How do you say it? Dearth 1. Yeah. Dearth 1. I know I'm talking a lot. The departure, and then oops, I did not insert a transition to dearth. And I don't know if it's going to let me. Okay, there doesn't appear to be a transition. Okay. The last waypoint should be dearth. Okay, it is. Do have a flight plan discontinuity there. CKW. Take a look at that here in a minute. Yep. Arrival, we're expecting runway 19. When you do the ILS Yankee 19. No star, no transition. And then I did have a discontinuity there, so let's go to plan mode and click through this to see what that was. Yeah, it looks like it was the dearth to CKW, and looking at the flight plan, we can delete that. We got waypoint to waypoint in our flight plan that we filed. So we'll delete that, and takes care of that.
20 gates down to my left.
Oh, I got you 2 gates down to my right and about 30 feet up in the air.
Well, you got some kind of scenery that I don't for this, or?
Yeah, I've got a scenery for Denver.
Okay, I think the default looks fair, you know?
Yeah, the default is actually pretty good. I bought this a couple years ago now. So it might just be out of date, who knows. Okay, so that is in. I can go back to init, tab over. Looking at the OFP, our zero fuel weight, it's going to be 1320. And we will put in the 320.0 maybe. We'll put in the center of gravity once we're loaded here with a block fuel of, we'll just call it 15. That'll give us a landing weight of, any minute now, 147.0. Okay. All right. Get the performance here in a moment. Do the annunciator test. Go to test. Should have all of our lights. Can't really zoom around and everything. Oh, there we go. You can let go of it. All the lights seem good. Nothing is standing out to me. Probe window heat is an auto. It's an auto. Anti-ice is not needed. Air conditioning. Let's get the APU started here. We are on ground air currently, so it's not a huge deal. So 1, 2, 3. Start the APU. Watch down here. Make sure the flap opens. Any minute now. There it goes. Flap open. And she's starting. Okay, cool. Alright, accumulator brake pressure checked. Alright, so I have the parking brakes on it now. Released. Turn back on. And we saw that brake pressure dive down just a little bit. We can do it one more time here just so you can see it. Parking brakes off. And on. That's the brake pressure that we've built up. So we can rebuild that by turning on the electric pump. And it should go ahead and start rebuilding. There it goes. All right, back up to full pressure. Let's go ahead and turn off our fuel, or turn on our fuel pumps.
I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. All right, APU is up and running. Let's go ahead and get that bleed air on. And let's go ahead and remove external power. Ground surfaces. Let's remove our GPU and go ahead and get rid of the chocks and cones, and along with PCA. All right, next on the list, check ECAM. Nothing unusual there. Radio panels, we are fine. We'll simulate that we're on Unicom 12208. I'm sorry, 122800. Barometer, local altimeter is 2990. And we want to turn on constraints. Go to arc and nautical miles. Okay, so we are just waiting on these last few passengers to board here. Let's see what we're up to. 137, almost there. Once we get them boarded, we can go ahead and get our performance calcs in, along with enter our CG in the inner page.
He's back.
Welcome back. Look around, make sure we're not forgetting something. Don't appear to be. We can go ahead and
Gee, what was I at?
put this up to 360 ATC.
Happens.
What was that?
That broke my train of thought. I hate it when that happens. Of
Oh.
course, it don't take much these days. So
And boarding is complete. Dismiss. Ground services. Jetway is leaving. And we can close that door. Go back to our mass and balance. Let's get that CG. It's 30.1. Let me do /30.1. Now let's go to our performance. We get that from our EFB. We're expecting runway 8. Surfaces to try, sync the load sheet, sync the live weather. We will take off with the packs on. We got a huge runway here, so no concern on performance. Calculate's probably going to give us the flaps too, just due to the altitude though. And it did. So 134, 3535. Two down, 0.3 and 49 on the flags. Incorrect format. 2 slash down 0.3. Is that right? Yep. Okay, and let's go ahead and turn on our electric pumps real quick. And go to flight controls, and we go ahead and get our trim down to 0.3. Turn off the electric pumps. Okay, so windows and doors are locked. APU is on. APU bleed is on. MCDU is set up. Squawk code is set. We'll just simulate something random here. Fuel pumps are on. Seatbelt signs. We can turn those on. We got fuel on the airplane now. Thrust leafers are auto. Fuel quantity checked. Should be about 15,000 pounds. That's what we have. Takeoff data. It's been entered. Transponder mode to auto. Beacon lights on. And we can go ahead and hook the tug up for pushback. You about ready, Ken, or how far you get?
I'm gonna be just a couple here.
Okay.
Still actually getting the flight plan in. It won't be too long ago. You go and go. You need to. I'll be good.
No rush. Alright, let's look at Navigraph here. We are going to be going to runway 8, so we're going to taxi out to Lima to Mike and hold short of runway 8. Depart straight out onto the Dearth 1 and start heading to the north. And this is where it'll get interesting around Jackson Hole here, so let's just go ahead and look at this. So our approach is going to have us dive down into this valley, essentially. So we should have Zibiv, Zosov, and Wamra. These are some interesting names. But this should be a very scenic approach here. It's pretty simple. Nothing too crazy, but it's definitely fun. We did the TBM one time where we had to go up here and do a procedure turn and come back.
Yeah.
So pull that back over here.
You're talking to me, or are you streaming?
I'm streaming, but talking to you too, kind of, sort of.
I get confused, you know. Should I answer him or not? I don't know.
Okay.
We got 1-9er going into Jackson Hole, right?
Yep, the ILS Yankee for 1-9er. All right, Ken, I'm gonna go ahead and start my pushback here. So
Yeah, go ahead.
brake brakes off. This tug is
Do what you
connected.
got to do.
We're gonna be doing nose to the left. Clear around us, make sure. That's interesting. You are the only one that's elevated on my screen right now. Everyone else is on the ground. Oh wait, never mind. There's one over here.
That'd be my luck.
All
So
right,
we're doing the ILS Yankee 19 into Jackson Hole.
that's correct. All right, ignition to start. Go to engine page and start engine 2.
What'd you pick for a transition?
It didn't give me one.
The plan didn't. There's 3 choices. I'm good with that though.
I may have to double check once we get in the air here. The engines are FedEx controlled, so I'm not super worried about monitoring them as we start up.
Yeah, I do have a discontinuity on the Jackson Hole end.
And I think your Sims altimeter is broken.
You think? Because I'm in the air 30 feet.
Yep. Let's go straight back and stop.
What pressure do you have? What's your altimeter setting?
2990. Park and brake set.
Yeah.
Engine 2 is available. Let's go engine 1. Go turn on our predictive wind shear. Monitor engine 2, start a growl. Tug is gone. Where are we rolling? It's interesting. I swear, pushbacks are super glitchy with this airplane for some reason. I don't know why. Parking brake was on and I was still rolling backwards. It says no tug was attached, but it still had the tug attached. There he goes. Alright, engine 2 is available. Turn off our APU. We'll be right in a minute. Let's go ahead and check our flight controls. Forward. Back. Left. Right. Right rudder. Left rudder. That's all good. Go ahead and arm our spoilers. Let's go into flaps 2. And max brake. Our engine mode, or engine mode selector to normal. APU's off. Auto brakes max. Flight controls check. Flaps set. Hitch trim is set. Set. Anti-ice is not needed. Check instruments. Everything is happy. And in the green. We can do our takeoff config. Takeoff config is good. Just gotta check the cabin. 2 minutes, so we're ready to go. Let's get the track IR. Alright, nose lights, runway lights, strobes, and takeoff config. Takeoff config is confirmed. Alright. I'm rolling, Ken. I'll go slow.
I'll be. Damn it, I got a little bit later start. I'll be there.
Oh, there she is. Oh. A little sluggish to get going there. I forget that we're much higher altitude. Gotta give a little extra throttle to get going here. Somebody's up there flying in the jet. forgive me for any coughing. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold right now. Now let's go back to auto for this turn. On out to Mike. Clear left and right. Mike is the left turn right here. Pretty much straight shot down to the end, and then we'll do a west turn again. Mountains off in the background. Oh, looks like a little bit of a haze off to the north. No, I'm sorry, west. Head north.
Haze or something burning.
Yeah, it is kind of one little area right there. Alright, just a reminder, we are at much higher elevation than usual, about a mile up in the air. So we're going to be a little more sluggish on the initial takeoff roll and climb out. That's where Denver. It's nice and simple to taxi around, but it takes forever to get anywhere in this place. This place is so big.
It's like 5 miles across it.
Yeah.
Huge.
How many acres does this place have? Do you know? 1,000?
It's tremendous. It's tremendous.
And there's really nothing, anything built up around it either.
Of course, they say, that there's all kind of secret stuff underground there, too. So.
Oh, really? I haven't.
That'll remain a mystery. Yeah.
Haven't heard that before.
Yeah. So it's been on the news before, but there's nothing. I mean, nobody knows nothing. They're just speculating, I guess. I mean, other than their underground network or baggage conveyors and all that stuff, they say the government has a whole setup there. That's why they built that airport.
Oh.
As a cover for a secret operation. That's one of those conspiracy theories.
It's the first I've ever heard of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of government, we got was on F-16 or F-18 on the runway right now.
Get him out of here.
He's about to run off in the. He's about to run off in the grass.
Hope we don't lose another one.
I'm not sure where he's going.
Put another one on the milk cartons. That'd be bad, wouldn't it?
Right. He's kicking up a big dust storm in the grass over there. Oh, there he goes. That looked cool. He's out there just making a mess. Alright, clear left minus this full over here. Having some fun making a dust bowl. Clear right. Looks like we got a dead crosswind, so this is going to be interesting. Surprised it had us take off on this runway. Go to TCAST on And then we want to do strobe on, landing lights to on, and nose to take off. All right, check left again, clear. Right, clear. We're rolling on out. Let's go ahead and alert the cabin. Brake temps, good. Packs are on. Since we did our calculation with that, predicted wind shear is an auto. TCAS is on. Nose wheel lights, landing lights, ECAM messages, nothing in blue. Go ahead and go all the way out here where you pay for the whole runway. Let's use it. A little extra juice. All right, chrono. Set. Let's go 50%. Stabilize. Flux. Flux SRS. Nose down pressure. They're nuts. V1 rotate. We're gonna have that crosswind to contend with.
Pretty good one.
It's pushing me around quite a bit. How's the rate? Gear up. Ooh, the wind's dropped out from under me. I went from 160 to 130, like immediately.
Shear.
Yep. Keep that nose over just a little bit till we get some speed back. Alright, levers to climb. Flaps one. It's amazing the elevation they have around here and how flat this area is.
Yeah, yeah, up on the high plateau.
Mm-hmm. Get these flaps up, start cleaning things up. Okay, S speed. Let's clean up. Flaps up. Spoilers retracted. Runway lights off. Nose wheel lights off. Yeah, be ready for that wind shear.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning. I'll probably overcorrect now, anticipate. You're just trying to mess me up.
Since we did start kind of high, we're going to wait for a few more 1,000 feet above 10 to bring up our landing lights. Let's go ahead and start our left turn here. Get your crop circles over here too, Ken.
Yeah. That's some good UFO conspiracy.
Yep. Get that first 10,000 foot restriction on the departure. We're heading towards Turbine. About a half mile off to the right of our track, which is interesting. Not a huge deal. And we're going autopilot. And get our landing lights stowed, give us a little bit more performance on the climb out. Everything else is happy. We can go to standard mode a little early, and we'll go sit back here on the wing and enjoy the view. Have you ever been to Denver's airport, Ken?
Never.
I've been to it as a connection, and the airport itself is pretty large. It's really nice, though.
Like it is. I mean, it's a huge facility all the way around.
Yeah. I will need to double check the approach here in a minute.
Taxiing.
This is always my favorite seat to sit in. Right over the engine.
Oh, you're looking outside, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, Kenny had a seat there right behind the wing going out to Vegas. That's how I knew that landing because he was videoing it when they touched down in Vegas.
Uh-huh.
He caught that bump, and I was watching the video. The thing that it was smooth as silk. You know, I didn't even know he was on the ground until I saw the spoilers come up. You know, great landing.
Yeah, I've had some of those landings where you don't even realize you're on the ground, and I've had others that'll jar your teeth.
Oh yeah. Jar the fillings out. The most recent one of them is well known as the Alaska Airlines in Santa Ana. I ain't heard no more about that though. I don't know what really happened.
What happened with that one?
The Alaska Airlines in Santa Ana, they jammed the gear through the top of the wing.
Oh.
You heard about that, I know.
I think I've seen images. I don't think I ever read an article on it.
Yeah, there's a guy filming it right behind the wing. You ought to see that.
Oh, but that was interesting.
This dude, the pilot, I saw no attempt at a flare.
Just set it right down.
I jammed it in. He said it. He planted it.
Okay, so I'm looking at ILS Zulu for runway 19 on Navigraph here. I think that might be my discontinuity. So we want this nice controlled arc in, because if we go look at...
Thought we picked the other one.
We did, and may have been incorrect. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one here. Yeah, so this one has the procedure turn, the Yankee. We actually want to do Zulu, so Zulu is going to be the better one to do. So let me go ahead and change that.
I'll change it when I get airborne. Remind me though.
Okay.
I may get shook up over this crosswind takeoff and forget. You know?
ILS Zulu.
On taxiway Lima, did you come up this huge incline here?
Nope.
Yours is flat. I'm going uphill on Lima right now. I'm going to give it the gas to get up the hill.
Okay, so
drastic. I mean, you expect to see a little bit of, an incline here and there, but this was pretty steep.
and Mike and I we were flying the other night. We had a couple situations. It was like that. Alright, so this does not have, this did not include those waypoints for us, so I'm going to have to manually enter these waypoints. So after DNW, we want to go to Zibov. And then we want to go to Zosov.
Whoa, we just dropped down in my hole. This place is screwed up.
And then it should be to Wamru. Insert. It looks much better. So now when we look at Navigraph, we've got this nice clean arc down in the valley. Whereas before, we're basically coming over and joining the localizer from on top of the mountains there. This will keep us below the mountains. So Wamru's 87, Zosov is 98. Let's see what it automatically put in here for us. Zibov is 11, that's close enough. Zosov is 98, that'll work. And Wamru is 88. That's the
49, ready to go, runway 8.
winds are dangerous. Clear for takeoff, runway
8. Wind shear hazard.
Wind shear hazard. You know what? It was probably that F-18 that screwed it all up.
Yeah, it could have been.
He's over there making all those dust bunnies.
All right, let's get ready to roll here.
Just trying to hit some mountains over here.
Oh, go. And here we're rolling. Yep. It's taking a long roll.
Yeah, the performance kind of sucks at this altitude compared to what we're used to taking off between 0 and 1,000 feet.
You're up.
Hey, Corey, how's it going? We are probably, what, 15 minutes outside of Denver? 12 and a half. That's close. Ken's, he's about 12 minutes behind us. Mike will be joining us at some point. And I'm doing great. I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, so if you hear me sniffling or coughing or something, I apologize. Alright, we're in pretty smooth air here, so let's go ahead and turn these seatbelts off. Probably go ahead and start doing our arrival performance. So we're expecting runway 19. What's the weather like in Jackson Hole? Weather is 160 at 6, 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 3,300. How does that work? Isn't Jackson Hole higher than that?
Yeah. I think like almost 8,000 feet, ain't it?
Yeah, it's 7,000 something feet. How do you get few clouds at 3,300? Ah, yeah. Are you in college, Cordy? If so, where are you going after? Or are you saying that, yeah, sicknesses abound because kids being back in school? So my girlfriend and her kid, I believe her kid brought COVID home. Got us all sick at some point. So it's been a little rough for the past 2 weeks around here. Thunderstorm beginning at 05, ending at 20. Rain beginning at 19, ending at 40. Sea level. Huh. $22.18. So looks like we may have missed the thunderstorm, so I think we're okay there.
Dang.
Right. Did you get any of that wind shear on takeoff?
I did. I was probably just about 50 or 100 feet up off the ground when it hit me.
Yeah, that thing just sapped all my speed. Got a few bumps here. Let's go and get those seatbelts back on, just in case. I'm guessing that's the weather we're talking about here. High school, but after this you plan to go to the U.S. Air Force Academy. Well, good luck to you, sir. I assume you're wanting to go in there and start flying? Alright, so I'm going to assume the runway is medium to poor. Go ahead and apply the current METAR. Landing weight. What did I say that was earlier? Be nice if it showed the zero fuel weight, landing weight on this screen after you take off. I think it was like 141. Let me see what my OFP says. 140.5. 1405 on the landing weight. So we're gonna have to go medium brakes, auto throttles on max reversers.
Looking at the crop circles. Yep.
Yeah. So that's where your aliens are hiding from all the government tunnels underneath Denver Airport.
Area 51's not too far away, so.
No. It's been my dream since I was 7. Yeah, I understand. Unfortunately, I'm
They're
colorblind.
gonna fly into Area 51 sometime.
You know what? I kind of wonder if they got any sort of published approaches.
They don't. I flew in there the other night.
Ah,
I had to go check it out. I couldn't resist.
I'll take the 787 in there or something.
Oh yeah, there's like 4,000 feet of runway there. I mean, no more than I mean 4 miles of runway.
Yeah.
The long one extended it out into that green dry lake bed.
Those alien ships.
Probably pretty good. The thing I got just I didn't see any UFOs sitting around or nothing. So
I still think it'd be funny if they had a little Easter egg where you landed and then these black SUVs pulled up and surrounded your airplane.
oh yeah, that would be good.
Cordy, I've had a lifelong dream of being a pilot too, but I'm colorblind, so I didn't pursue it commercially for that reason. But I do plan to start doing my sport pilot license in the spring. Alright, so it looks like medium brakes with max max reversers. It still has me going off the end of the runway, so we're going to be stomping on the brakes from the looks of it, because I can't add anything else, I don't believe. You can do max manual. Did I bring anything in? I didn't really change anything. So medium 6736, max manual 6716. I know this thing will stop shorter than that, so I'm not too worried about it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Probably do my first lesson sometime in the near future. Just ironing out some finances and stuff. I want to be able to go through the training and not have to worry about taking breaks. And I'm approaching the top of my climb at the end of the departure, Ken, at Darth.
Yeah, 1 mile from farm. Coming through, 19,000 right now.
I'm at 30, almost 34. Cordy, what are you looking to fly when you get into the military? What's your dream plane? Or helicopter?
question. We decided we were going with the ILS Zulu 19, correct?
That is correct, Zulu. So go ahead and put that in. I had to enter a few extra waypoints to clean up the discontinuity and get that arc that's on the chart. I think it was just Zibiv and Zosef.
And no transition on this one either.
It didn't say there was one. It was the F-35, then F-22, but now it's NGAD mainly because the F-22 will be decommissioned by then. What is it? NGAD? Is that an acronym? It's flying over my head. Just kind of whatever they give you. Next gen air dominance. What's that have you flying? Hey, Mike.
So you mind giving me the waypoints that you inserted to clear that discontinuity?
Let me know when you're ready to copy.
I'm ready.
Zulu, India, Bravo, India, Victor is the first one. Zulu, Oscar, Sierra, Uniform, Victor is the second one.
Just two?
It was just two for me. And then it should be the Wamru, Whiskey, Oscar, Mike, Romeo, Uniform. I seem to have smoothed back out. Let's get the seatbelts off. Let's pull up the weather here. For the radar, it's pretty spotty. There's a cloud sitting on top of the mountains as we come in, but it might be okay. Light rain. Light to medium rain. Get some low level clouds. So we might be. Let's set 10 miles of visibility, so I think we're okay. Middle level clouds. This is pretty neat how it displays all this. And high top clouds. So we're sitting around 36, so we're around right here. Don't think we have much to worry about. High, at least. This triple pause show.
It'd be nice if we had an arrival into this airport.
Yeah, right.
It really help out with that discontinuity if you plan that better too. But
either of you guys happen to know if the PMDG 737 has an off-road tires option in the menu somewhere, so I can get through this Denver airport?
You need some of those bush tires.
I'm trying to get past all the speed bumps and potholes. This is hilarious.
Need some of those bush tires.
Yeah. So I'm about to line up on runway 8 and catch up to you guys. Watch how fast I can fly this thing.
Where do you, what does next gen air dominance entail for as far as airplanes you can fly? You're gonna have to put a cost index at 200 in there. Oh, by the way, there's wind shear off the end of the runway. Ask me how I know.
Okay. You know what? Just save it. I'll go back and watch the stream later. I want to see it for myself.
Wasn't anything too crazy other than just losing, 30 knots of airspeed on takeoff.
Got him, and he warned me, and it got me too.
Well, I didn't. It gave me a cost index of like 20, and I just jacked it to 100. We need some speed here. Catch you guys.
The need for speed.
That's right. Can't have you guys leave me so far behind.
He got quite a bit ahead of me too. I was a little late getting set up.
Well, I'm glad to see that actually, because it helps me catch up to you.
Ken's about 12 minutes behind me.
Coming through 30,000 right now.
I'm on the runway. I'm gonna try and pass you, Ken.
He's actually putting a cost index of 400 in there. He's deleting his overspeed alarms.
I'm going to be blocking you too when I see you coming.
You can go 200, right? I believe that's the. I think 200 is the max.
Not exactly sure yet. They haven't revealed what it'll be. Hopefully, actual air dominance like the F-22. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. That was always my dream growing up as a kid, is to be a fighter pilot.
I wanted to be a helicopter pilot.
I wanted to be a helicopter pilot while I was in college. Shortly after that, when I was playing Arma 3 all the time. I got real big into helicopters, but I lost that interest at some point and have been more into fixed wing ever since.
Holy cow! You guys were kidding.
Did you hit that wind shear?
25 knot crosswind. That was fun.
I'm surprised I didn't see anything in the METAR about that. It says winds were 180 at 14, gusting 26. And then peak wind of 26 knots from 190 degrees. That's all it said. Nothing, no wind chill warnings or anything like that.
Hey, I got take a screenshot of this. I've never seen this before. Microsoft must have added a new feature. I just got a flash pop-up on my screen in MSFS. It was a friend request. Have you guys encountered that one yet?
You actually have friends?
I don't have any friends. I'll take any I can find, and this is apparently a new source.
I was trying to be your friend, but apparently it ain't working.
Same, I play Arma. I got absolutely obsessed with helis and then played DCS and went back to the fighters. Yeah, I actually have the Huey in DCS, and I've probably got 50 or so hours in flying that thing. And yeah, I did a whole lot of milsim stuff with a group, 80 to 100 people in one server kind of scenarios, and transport heli, and attack chopper, all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. The group's still around too. Sometimes I've considered joining them again, but it takes just as much time in that sim as it does in this sim, and I'm already out of time, so need more hours in a day. Alright, I'm at my ETP point. Top descent is in about 130 miles or so. 113.
You can see you're talking about the elevation, the final approach fix is 8,000.
Yeah.
Can you guys catch me up a little bit on what forgive me for being late, but Enid Jackson going to runway 19?
Yeah, we're going runway 19.
That's the fun one.
With the ILS Zulu. And then we've both had to enter, and you will too since you're in the PMDG 737, the Zibov and Zosov waypoints to make sure you stay down that valley.
So you did the Zulu, not the regular ILS, or not Yankee. Sorry.
Yeah, Zulu.
I have flown the A320 in here so many times. I mean, Yankee with Quirt is pretty sensible. Let's see what Zulu has. Oh, but did you do the Zibiv transition?
You'll have to add Zibiv and Zosif. It didn't pop up in my computer or
So
hence.
Zibeth comes after DNW.
Yeah, Zibiv is the fun one.
Yes.
That's the fun Kirby
So is that correct,
approach.
Michael?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we don't have any icing concerns or some splotches around our descent, but we should be okay. So no worries there. Cordy, what did you fly in Arma? What were you saying, Mike? Sorry.
Nothing. Just telling Ken he's gonna have a manual pirate because in my haste.
You didn't get the memo? We're not taking those anymore.
I quit.
Just as you got promoted.
Who did?
I did.
Really? Why didn't I know about that?
You know about it.
Bunch of crap. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
All right, destination.
So now I am Turk Ferguson Delta 69.
Just,
I just can't.
you can't even make that up.
I kind of wish. I really wish that weren't the case, actually, because now I got to carry that badge. But yeah.
Now you have to awkwardly say Delta 69 on VATSIM all the time.
Exactly.
And people are going to be like, I bet you
Yep.
did that on purpose.
Yep, and I didn't. I had no choice in the matter.
All right, so QNH at our destination is
What you get for moving
3006. Temperature is 9 degrees. Ooh, it's nice and chilly. Snow's right around the corner, guys. Winter's coming.
Bring it on.
I know Mike's excited. He hasn't flown too much in the winter.
Hey,
Well,
Michael, what was that second waypoint you added?
Zosif is Zulu Oscar Sierra Uniform Victor.
Oh, Sierra. I put Charlie. No wonder it didn't work. Gee.
What was I doing? Oh, destination weather.
What's your flight altitude, guys?
Barometer 360.
That's what I did too.
The barometer
We're high.
barometer minimum is 6,651 feet.
So why can't you just go direct DNW to Ziviv?
I am.
So why did you have to load extra waypoints? Like mine just goes.
It didn't load in for me.
So mine just I had discontinuity, but cleared that out. But DNW, Ziviv, and then Zosiv, Amru, they were all right there in my.
So what's your train? You go from Delta November Whiskey to Zibev and then Zosu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, mine didn't enter that for some reason. I don't know why.
Mine's better.
Yeah.
Then I've got Wamru, used to go, and Runway 19. That's where
All
we're
right.
gonna be.
I still got to go through Chicken and Farm though to get there.
Chicken farm.
You're
Mainly the Little Bird. Every once in a while I fix one. Yeah, I did a lot of the Little Bird. And I also did a lot of the Huey, the modern version of it. Not Huey, sorry, Blackhawk. I flew the Huey a lot too. Got some really old videos.
129 miles.
That should be getting somewhat close. 71. Time we get on the ground, the sun might be just right for some nice photos.
Say that again, I didn't copy it.
So by the time we get on the ground, the sun might be in a good position for some photos with these clouds.
Oh, yeah. Michael, we're gonna gang up on you right now. You're gonna have to fly that La Palma to Madeira flight with us.
Okay. Something you want to do next Sunday, or?
Tell him, Mike, well, anytime. I mean, you just need to do it. It's fun. It's a good one.
That's the one that's a really crazy approach.
Yeah, the airport sits right on the cliff, right on the ocean. Runs parallel to the ocean there. It's probably what, Mike, about 100 feet elevated.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a real neat approach. They show it a lot on some of those plane spotting videos.
Yeah, I think that's one that should go on stream.
Maybe we can do it next Sunday then.
And that airport really, they've done a good job in that airport. It really looked good.
Yeah, it was cool.
Was it a world update airport?
Yeah, just I mean it's a default. The buildings, everything looks fantastic. It was a load of fun.
And from there, we're going to do Madeira to Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
Freeze it into 5,700 feet. About the big rock.
That's a pretty cool approach.
I've never been in this, well, in the simmer real life. So I'm looking forward to that. That might be kind of cool to see. But what you said before about never flying in the winter in the snow, that is true. But I am very much looking forward to snow in real life too, because that brings on skiing.
I need to get back into. I'm a snowboarder. I haven't been in a while though.
We are blessed with the place we ski is within walking distance.
From your house?
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice.
My kids walk. I don't walk because I have a car. But my kids, if they want
Those peasants can walk. I'm driving.
But it's a mile. It's a mile, you know.
Now what you're saying, Mike, is you have to not have a car to walk.
We can make that happen.
Well, it'll be dicey. I may be walking because I'm trying to limp my car through the winter. One more winter. I just want to squeeze one more out of it. You guys don't live in the Great White North where your
Rust Belt.
Yeah, the Rust Belt.
I'm on the southern. I'm on the southern tip of the Rust Belt. I went up to Canada in February one time and came back. My truck was just, normally it's a nice red, and came back and it was white. I was like, oh god.
Hey, Mike, my problem down here is mine rust out from the sweat coming out of me. That's what rust it.
Ken, I think I'm passing you right now, probably.
No way.
What are you doing, upping your sim rate?
No way, he's cheating.
Actually, I don't even see you. I just see you on Volanta. I passed down Volanta, but I don't see you.
You're right behind me on Volanta. You did speed it up, son.
I told you,
I have to give you a ticket.
I have learned. I have mastered this 737. You wouldn't believe. Oh, I have some tricks now.
Yeah, it's called time progression.
He's been flying that thing 20, 30 hours a week for the past couple months. So.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
It's my full-time job. So I am heading to DMW, 170 miles. from DMW. Ken, where are you?
Coming up on Charlie Kilo Whiskey.
Well,
Just passed
Yeah, that's way past me now.
speeding. You got to be over speeding. You're running about 800 miles an hour.
I'm 98 miles from DNW and
But
about
let's see.
25 from my top of the sun. 27.
I'm at Mach Mach 3. I'm around Mach 3 probably.
I'm going to have to jump up my cost index.
Yeah.
Mike put his cost index not just 250, which I think is the max, 2050
Yeah.
or 2500 probably.
Well, I'm going 2,000 miles an hour the way he's moving. He's just steadily pulling away from me. He's doing that time progression stuff. He's just not telling us. I'll know when I see his power up.
He's gonna pop up right in front of me here in a second.
No, you won't, because that doesn't show in the manual power up actually.
I might not get that manual power up.
Ken's like, trash? What power up?
That's fine. I can spare
Your
one.
first official flight in the kingdom will be lost.
I can spare one. I did not mean it. Actually, I was not intending to pass you by. I just wanted to catch up to you guys. So,
That's why you said it 8 times, huh?
but it was fun in doing. I did bump my cost index to 100, so that's got me at Mach 0.81.
I'm just going to continue like I always do, be realistic, and I'll be there when I get there.
Well, now I'm smack dab in the middle of you two guys, and turned off the nitrous oxide.
Mike doesn't want to be first, but he doesn't want to be last.
There will be some consolation for me. I get to see your wrecked airplane sitting off the side of the runway.
That would be just, some needed justice.
It would be. I'll take it.
The Delta 69, we need to call fire and rescue. You might want to roll them.
In the news, a Delta 69, piloted by Turd Ferguson, out of Boston, had a mishap in Jackson Hole. It's just a terrible string of things.
Yeah, the sun angle. I think this is going to turn out nice coming in.
Yeah, it should. Alright, approaching my top of descent. Let's go ahead and lower this down to our final approach fix of 8,000. 6 miles out. 5 miles out, we'll start our descent. 5 miles. Down we go.
I literally 30 minutes ago slung my last pizza, and here I am up in the air.
I had to go turn the air conditioner down. I was laughing so hard I started sweating.
Mr. Turd Ferguson, how is it like to end your final flight with Delta Airlines in Jackson's Hole?
My career ended much sooner than it should have.
I have to go down somewhere. That sounds like a good place to go.
We just got the NTS investigation back, and they ruled it pilot error.
We'll take you up to one at the top of the ski lifts and spread your ashes.
I actually have been to this airport twice in real life.
Never been in this one.
Not in a plane. I've driven there twice. This little valley it's in. I rented a cabin a couple times right near the airport. It's just
Jackson
beautiful.
Hole?
Yep, right here. When you know what? Right about where I would guess, right about where Wamru is about. There's a little river we're following, and I rented a cabin probably right about near that spot.
Did you get to watch any of the planes coming in?
Yep, you'd see them. It was cool. And you'd see a lot of the corporate jet type planes. Plus,
Hey, Tommy.
plus stuff like this, CRGs. Plus tons of elk and antelope. Not the flying kind. They're north of here.
Just thought of something. I'm gonna 3D print you, Mike. Will you just send me your address here soon?
I can't wait. I'm sure it's gonna be hilarious.
Tommy, the flight is going great. We had some wind shear right off of the runway in Denver. Dropped like 30 knots. Just a couple hundred feet off the ground, so that was interesting. Plus, for whatever reason, the crosswind was straight across the runway that we were departing out of. So that made it even more interesting. Oh, yeah. How'd your flight into Salt Lake go earlier? No, we departed at 8. Oh, I got some snow-capped peaks right through here.
My son is already skiing.
Hey, what's up down there? Is it Mike?
Zooming by you.
Zooming down the slope?
What a bum.
But it's real. They do have snow out there right now. It's something I just love the sim, the realism.
Sorry, the way you said that.
Yeah. It's me. Hi guys. I see your contrails.
Let me just turn the contrail switch on real quick. Went really well, no big issues. Where's the part ground? Yeah, it's probably better to go off of 2.5. Yeah, I got the ski skids on. Well, not yet. Jackson Hole doesn't have snow yet. The mountains around it have a little bit, it looks like. We're just laughing at Mike's recent promotion in TDV. He got a new N number, or not N number, but pilot number. So he flies around as Turd Ferguson in the simulator. As an inside joke to me. And now he's Turd Ferguson Delta 69. So. So anytime he flies on VATSIM, I get to make fun of him.
You probably have a hard time remembering your number now. It's so long.
Actually, I'm so glad to be shed of the 1451, Ken. There's something about it. When I'm on VATSIM, I can't say it. I just trip over my tongue. I just can't get it out, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, I was originally Delta 839, and I thought that was easier to say online than 49 Delta 49. You know. But,
well, Michael, you got 929, right?
Yeah.
That's like perfect. 929. You can just blast that out.
Yep. I like it.
29er with you at minus 22,000 feet.
Mike is in your Boston hub, right? You're under Ken now?
Yes.
Yeah, he's under. He's Ken's assistant.
Yeah,
Tommy was asking what.
I didn't want nobody to know.
Tommy was asking what hub they sent you to. Yeah, you should really have seen Mike in the 2 o'clock in the morning when we're flying somewhere trying to ramble off his flight number, and we're getting some crazy instructions from Atlanta. Okay, has anyone ever, while flying on VATSIM into Atlanta, gotten a direct to Atlanta and have to cross 40 miles out at, what was it, 12,000 feet? No, 15,000 feet. 40 miles out from Atlanta, across at 15,000 feet. was like,
Yeah,
what?
But how can you make sense of like you did? That is correct. That's what they said. What does that mean? Like what? Cross 40 miles out at 15,000 feet.
I mean,
yeah,
if you
what was
draw,
that all about? Did they have a reason for doing that, or just something out of the blue?
I don't know. He was just trying to get everybody in as
Wasn't
fast as possible, I guess. But
I
it was
wasn't
odd.
about to ask that guy.
Tommy
I wasn't.
Tommy says
That
he's
guy
had
was
that before.
no,
Was it the Sith arrival?
no.
No. The traffic was minimal for Atlanta. No, we went down to Florida after that, down to Tampa, and oh shoot, what was that guy's name? The controller.
I'm
I was
coming downhill
I was
with
long
y'all.
overdue for sleep. I don't remember it all.
Oh man.
Wait,
Anyways,
the Tampa guy was the tough nut guy, right?
yeah, it was Tampa or not Tampa, but Center down there, and he was all up in some kid's butt.
Yeah, that poor kid.
Just being rude, huh?
Well, but no, the kid was having all kind of sim problems, and he didn't know what he was doing.
You
And
shouldn't have been there to start with.
Yeah.
so
Oh,
the
more
agency guy
drag.
was just kept telling him to stop talking. He just kept saying stop talking.
All right, local altimeter is 3006.
Thank you.
What happened to Tommy when the center was hopping? They wound up splitting the center and rails. Yeah, I don't know. It was really strange. And then a few nights before that, we had a really interesting one down in New Orleans, where the guy was like, "When you like 4 miles past this waypoint, turn right at like 200 degrees to join the localizer." It was like, what?
Yeah, I was making this crap up as you go, huh?
Yeah, I was like, so can you repeat that? Make sure I understand. Yeah, we were going to be a medium break coming in here.
You tell him I can't comply. Or, I wonder what it was.
Yeah, right. We need vectors for that, please. We're still a little high on the glide slope. It's starting to come back up to us. I'm not going to touch anything. Yeah, then I don't know if it's because he did that direct for everybody coming into the airport, but he was doing approach and departure all at the same time, and ground. So it was just utter chaos.
Reckon he was new, or
He wasn't new. It was, I think he was just trying to get
one of the
off.
ones?
Because as soon as we were all on the ground, it got quiet.
They usually don't stop them when they get ready to go.
It was at Albuquerque Center. Just turned right down when the center cleared me to land. The airport was off to my wing. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of nice in a way. You get all the freedom, do whatever you want to. We are back on glide slope. Let's pull the speed brakes back in slowly. Let's go ahead and arm those. Go ahead and advise the cabin crew. And don't need the terrain today since we can see everything just fine.
And the priest will be coming by to administer your last rites.
Yeah. Me and Mike are. He keeps telling me I need to stop flying with him on VATSIM because weird things happen, but it's keeping it entertaining. So I'm like, he's my VATSIM buddy from now on.
Yeah, I'll just keep bringing the black cloud.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good, that means I won't have to fly with you then, huh?
Come on, Ken.
No. I'm flying.
We'll have to get you back on VATSIM.
68 miles. Delta November Whiskey.
27.
Gonna get our landing lights. Taxi. Runway turn off lights just to have them ready to go on the ground.
Have you already passed DNW and turning in?
Yes, I'm at Zibov now. About to hit my decel point.
There you are.
Just keep Ken away from the Corey 4 arrival. Oh no, I need to fly to New York over and over just so he can get disappointed every time it gets taken away from him.
So why, Michael, as you're coming in where you're at, watch off your right wing. You'll have the Grand Tetons.
Yep, they're kind of in front of me at the moment. Looks like it'd be a fun mountain to climb. 10,000 feet.
We did some really fun hiking in the snow, hard packed snow.
Getting a little turbulent where I'm at.
It's pretty nice and clear down here.
Getting bounced around a little bit.
Like I'm awfully low. Alright, decel point. 230. Keep slowing down. Go flaps 1. There's the runways in sight. Alright, flaps 1. Yosku is our glide slope. Let's go ahead and arm our approach. And turn landing systems on.
Can't find that button here in my 737.
There's too many buttons pushing that thing. Alright, 200 knots. Flaps 2. Alright, cabin crew has been advised. EFIS is good. Indy terrain not needed right now. Can see just fine. Landing gear, flaps, spoilers, auto brakes, engine selector. Let's go ahead and turn you to ignition start. And as well light to takeoff. I think I just put it on taxi takeoff. Alright, coming up on the glide slope. Landing gear down. Flaps 30. And flaps 4. Go ahead and get a little ahead of this since we want to make sure we're nice and stabilized with a shorter runway.
Off of DNW, it's about 11,000 feet right there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's turn off autopilot. It's a bit windy.
I've got an updated altimeter is 3007 now.
7, okay. Thank you.
Winds are calm.
I beg to differ. They might be on the runway, but not in the air.
Mm-hmm.
1,000.
Yeah.
We got a headwind that's jumping all over the place right now.
And the ILS is 1091 if you didn't tune it already.
Alright. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Delta 69.
With a course of 187.
500.
Got the Grand right off my nose right now. lit up in the sun. That's beautiful.
300.
Said 10910, right?
100 above.
109.1.
200. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
100.
Light slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard.
Definitely heated up the brakes on that one, but I wanted to make that first turn off. It was nice and smooth.
Is it clear in the valley?
Yep. Alrighty, let's see here. Where to park? So we'll just go straight in right here. Actually, you know what? Better screenshots to be had over here. Get this APU started. Good taxi.
Not that you'll have much choice, Kim, but terminal is off to your left. Those will be the only turnoffs you have.
JR off. Auto. I'm gonna spin this thing around so we can get some nice pictures.
Did it sound like Tommy is flying in to catch up to us?
No, he's at work. He was flying earlier. I jumped on his string. Check what those wheel temperatures are. Probably nice and toasty. Oh, not too bad. Probably climbing. 155, 165. I'm gonna point the aircraft towards the runway.
The cool fog in this valley coming down. This is the Snake River that we are flying over coming into Jackson.
Yeah, those reverses were going max.
How long is that runway? Do you know offhand?
Give me
300.
Okay. I'm gonna go break 3 on this one. Couple lights.
Yeah, it's 63.
Alright, park and brake. APU is available. APU bleed, engine 1 and 2 off. Yeah, those temperatures starting to rise. Go ahead and get the brake fans on. We will go ahead and board the plane. But alright, let's get port stairs, left door. And we'll go ahead and get F stairs also. Seatbelt off, disarm the lights. Strobe beacon, we'll leave the nav lights on, turn the ADRs off. Go pumps. Cruise supply. I believe that's everything on the overhead. Let's scoot her seat back, get out. Oh, that's a cool picture right there.
2 mile final. This fog in the valley is very cool.
I'll wait for my screenshot thing to boot up for me. It's a 2-mile final. I don't see you yet. There you are.
I just made the turn at Delta and I River Whiskey.
Kent, we're on the multiplayer. We're not on VSM right now.
Do what? Oh,
Tommy was asking a question.
the airport's still clear. It looks foggy.
I hear you, but I don't see you now. I heard you land, but I never saw you. That's unfortunate.
Too bad. I'll be turning off the far end of the runway.
Like the whole valley's fogged in from where I'm at.
You hear those brake fans going. I still don't see you, unfortunately.
I see you. I'm coming up the taxiway off your left window.
I need to figure out why MSFS has all these splotchy graphics going on here. It's driving me nuts.
You disappeared. What?
Ah. We may be in a little bit of trouble. I wonder if nameplates are working. See Ken's nameplate. See your nameplate, but I don't see you.
Your plane was there, and now you're gone.
Cloaking
That's too bad.
Yep.
some of that Star Trek stuff.
You know, I don't know how to. I know about roundabout where you were. I just don't want to park inside of you. I'm gonna try here. I figure you show back up.
I'm not quite at the end, but close.
Might be too much spacing, but we'll see. If you show back up.
Yeah, you turn on the stealth. Yeah, if you turn nameplates on, you can see me. I'm further on down.
You're probably too close. I jump out in the drone probably to find you.
Yeah, I wish it was this. This is a perfect level of fog and light and everything. Now, it was pretty clear when I came in. Ken should have a nice
Is the
landing.
airport fogged in now? It sure looks like it from here.
It's getting foggy. Still probably at least 5 or 6 miles of visibility.
.5 from Wamru.
Get some pretty good pictures of my airplane, at least. Oreo, yes, I've very happy with how it performs now, but it's also, you know, got the top of the line hardware too, so it was not cheap by any means. What kind of hardware do you run? Maybe I can help you out with some. See what that landing rate was. Negative 315. What? Did not feel like a 315.
Yeah, 353 didn't feel that way either to me.
I mean, I was coming in pretty aggressively just because of the short runway, but definitely did not feel like no 315.
Crossing the final approach fix.
What the heck? I got neither of you guys. We got a server issue.
Yeah,
Right now.
as always. Get eyes on Ken here.
You see me off to your left, or you're probably out in the drone?
Nah, I still don't see you. Go here and get a picture of just the surrounding area. I see Ken.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm not too familiar with Ryzen's. Um, nice. Oops, that's grass. Maybe got a good screenshot of you there. Yeah, Oreo. When I first started, I had a i7 7700K, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 1080 Ti on a solid state, and it was pretty rough. So I understand your pain. The biggest thing you need to be focusing on is your terrain level detail settings. That graphics card, you can push it a little bit on the graphics and try to offload some of that performance from the CPU. Try to get a little bit of overhead. That's the best thing I can recommend for you. But you're probably going to be on a lower level of detail on terrain and object, unfortunately. Ken's coming in as a Delta liver and everything.
Where y'all at on the upper end?
You should see me down there. Yeah, or if you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord and we can see what we can do for you.
And I'm guessing you can't see me because I can't see either of the two
I don't
of you.
see either one of y'all.
Okay. I'm kind of towards the concrete tarmac there. I don't know where Mike's at now. I don't have nameplates on.
Are you sitting back toward the runway from where I am?
I'm pointing to your left, basically.
Michael, are you on the concrete or still on the blacktop?
Concrete. Right.
So,
Close, kind of pseudo close to the grass there.
okay, so I'm on the blacktop off to your left, but I'm facing the mountains to the
What is
west.
that? I mean, that's
But we lost
too
the
bad.
guy.
This is a server connection problem right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do the group photo, but I've got some pretty good screenshots of Ken coming in, at the very least.
That one felt pretty good. Let's shut her down so I can see what it was. That went good as I thought. It felt really good. It's 230 feet per minute.
Yeah, same thing for us. I think it's just because the aggressive. We're probably we're probably scared about running out of runway, so we're putting it down a little harder. Thanks, Oreo. I appreciate it. Which video is your favorite? All right, let's go ahead and get this thing shut down.
Well, that was a good one.
It was a good one. I enjoyed that.
Everything worked out really good. The approach was good.
Go back to reality tomorrow.
Yeah, fog was good in the valley. There's actually some friends of ours from here that is in Jackson Hole now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Oreo. I'm glad that I'm able to help you with my videos. It's the biggest reason I do them. You know, I get lots of questions from everybody, and it's nice to be able to help everybody out when I can. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord, though. Got quite a few members in there who can help with performance stuff now, and maybe you can jump on one of these group flights with us sometime. And thank you. Yeah, if you have any video requests too, just let me know. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start shutting the stream down here. I guess I hope you enjoyed the flight. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to join the Discord. Oreo, I'll see you around, buddy. Enjoy. Tommy, see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. And hope you guys enjoyed the landing down here in the Jackson Hole with Turd Ferguson 69 on board with us. And he's going to hate me for that later. And that, guys, planes down, it's time to go. So have a good night. Happy flying.